If you want to know how to complete all milestones, go check out the rest of the video. A new season means new milestone quests. And let me show you all the milestones of Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2 and give you some tips and tricks to complete them and level up faster. Let's start with Thank the Bus Driver. You will complete this milestone over time or else just keep rejoining matches. For this and all the other milestones I will show the first few stages and the last two. All the other stages in between increase with the same amount. For the second milestone you have to place top 10. 15 for the first stage and all the way up to 300 top 10 placements. I recommend to play in squads to get top 10 faster because only about 25 teams compete in this game mode. Make sure you check the map to see how many teams are left. And for the third milestone you have to catch fish. 20 for the first stage and all the way up to 400 fish. And for this milestone I have a good trick. Go into Party Royale, get a fishing rod and start catching them. There's an unlimited amount of time and fishing spots. Just keep going till you've caught 400 fish. And if you still have questions, check the video on my channel explaining this trick. I'll put the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And in that same video I talk about the next milestone. Travel distance in a vehicle. This can also be completed in Party Royale. Just get a motorboat or quad crasher and drive around the island. They don't need fuel and there's no time limit, so you can keep going till you've completed the final stage of the milestone, being 100,000 meters. And for the next milestone you have to search chests or ammo boxes. 75 for the first stage and all the way up to 1500 chests or ammo boxes. This will take a while, but if you go into Team Rumble you will have a 100% chance for the chest to spawn. And some good places to go are Logjam Lumberyard or the big cities like Sleepy Sound, the Daily Bugle or Tilted Towers. Now let's move on to consume foraged items. 25 for the first stage and 500 for the final stage. There are two ways to work on this milestone. First of all you can search for food boxes in places like the Butter Barn. It's located between Rocky Wheels and Synapse Station. NPC Mancake spawns here and it has a lot of food boxes in and around the building. Other good places are Sleepy Sound and the ship that spawns randomly in the ocean. The other way is to consume mushrooms in the area between Tilted Towers and Greasy Grove. But instead of gaining shield from it, you need to consume it and activate Tactical Sprint. It will count for the milestone and because you don't gain shield, you can consume all the 90 mushrooms in the area. For more info check the video on my channel and I will also put the link in the description and the pinned comment. And the next milestone is Restore Health. And this one can be combined with the previous one because every kind of health you restore will count for this milestone. According to what I've heard, even your overshield regeneration counts. But to boost the process you can also try to collect Mad Mist in Team Rumble. Go to the edge of the storm and start using the Mad Mist till there's only 5 left in it. Now respawn and it will be filled with 150 again. Repeat this over and over and you complete the whole milestone in a few matches. For more info check the video on my channel which will also be found in the description and the pinned comment. Now let's move on to milestone number 8. You need to complete bounties. And for this milestone there isn't really a trick. I can show you all the bounty board locations however. Visit as many different bounty boards as possible in a single match because you can only use a board once. And with the bars you've collected you can work on the spend bars milestone. Only 20,000 bars is all you need to complete the final stage. There's a limit of 5,000 bars in your inventory so make sure you spend them in between. Get money from elims, furniture, chests, bounties or safes. And some good locations for these safes are the Vault of Common Cavern, Tilted Towers and the Daily Bugle. And if you spend these bars, do it on vending machine purchases. Because there's a very easy way to complete this milestone. For the first stage you have to purchase 10 items and for the final stage 200. And I recommend to look for the weaponomatics that are selling shotguns. Interact with the vending machine, click on the ammo option and you will see it only costs 4 gold to buy shotgun shells. And it has 20 of them in stock. So after finding 10 of these vending machines you've completed the whole milestone. And here's a map with all the weaponomatic and vending machines on the island. So there are some locations where you can actually find 2 vending machines in a single location. And you only need 800 bars in total to get 200 purchases. And next up is Reboot Teammates. And for this milestone you basically need to find someone who's willing to get eliminated over and over. Or just play the game with some low skilled friends and you will complete it over time. After you've rebooted 100 teammates you complete the whole milestone. Now let's move on to destroy structures. 100 for the first stage and 2000 for the final stage. glitch. You might have already completed this quest at the moment you're watching this video, because with the tanks and vehicles with cow catchers you can literally crush through the biggest buildings. For example, tilted towers or places like Condo Canyon. Just go on a full rampage and you'll complete this milestone very fast. And if you do this in Logjam Lumberyard, you can actually destroy a lot of trees in a single match. All the log piles count as a tree and you can simply drive through them with a truck that's placed there. Or you could attach a cow catcher to a normal car. And you will need it if you also want to destroy the bigger trees in the area. Anyways, let's go back to the tanks, because you need to do damage to opponents while in a tank, artillery or turret. And a good place to go is the fortress. Not only does this place have tanks, it also has a lot of IO forces and the Sloan boss with a lot of HP. Just land on the tank, hop in the gunner seat and start eliminating all these forces. Another good place to go is Command Cavern. With IO boss Gunnar and a lot of IO forces you can really work on this milestone. And you also work on the second milestone, being damage to IO forces. 2500 damage for the first stage and all the way up to 50,000 damage. And if you're looking for IO forces, make sure you look for them inside the red lines on the map. This is IO territory and it will most likely shrink during the season because of the war with the 7. And the third milestone you work on is damage opponents. However, I think going into Team Rumble will help you completing these stages a lot faster too. The same story for eliminations, but because these quests will be completed over time during the season, you might not want to grind these too hard. Unless you want to finish them all as fast as possible, of course. And next up in the list is hit weak points. In case you don't know what this means, hit points are the circles that show up on objects you're pickaxing. Hit these circles and you will deal double damage. And in this case it will help you complete the milestone. Because of the no build mode you might have not been pickaxing that much, so now it's time to go for it. You can get a lot of hit points on objects with a lot of HP. For example, big rocks and armored walls. And last but not least, open vaults. This milestone is invisible at the moment, but because it's in the files it can be enabled at any moment. Maybe they removed it because of the glitch last season, where you were able to use a spray on the vault door to make it count as opening vaults. And if it gets enabled you will most likely have to open up 100 vaults to complete the final stage of the quest. So these were all the milestones of Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2 at the start of the season. If you have any questions, tips or tricks, let me know in the comments. So leave a like if this video was useful, subscribe to my channel, make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. My name is RutgerK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.